season. As we'll see, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Yellow Jackets will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. They move the tight end all over. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got the tight end. Still running at the 40. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Georgia Tech's offense headed onto the field. Now our first look at them today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Touchdown, Hurricane! How about the special teams coming up with a huge play?
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
And your number one goal when you blitz is to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable, and they didn't do it. They didn't get home. The quarterback had it.
And they got him for the sack.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams, guys that can go sideline to sideline and got...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! How about that D coming up with a play like that? That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Power football with the run. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Running back goes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Nothing but green ahead. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Got his man downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kane!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense in press coverage. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Shakes off the tackle. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Gives it to the back on the draw. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. The punt is headed out of bounds, and they couldn't be happier about that, given the danger of that return guy. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the grab over the middle. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his spot. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity where they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack fight. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll bring it back. It's Sanders. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback will audible. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He spins that thing down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Getting some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? He makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They'll give it to him again. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The give to the tailback. Finds a crease at the 20. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Comes out throwing on first down. Setting up the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10.
Unit up for first down.
He's going to pass. Using the quick game. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the quarterback is snowed under. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cade.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Sawyer. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, Miami 41, Georgia Tech 7.
And the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sawyer. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possession.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you... That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker.
To the wideout.
Just a bit short. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
On the move, it's Sanders. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full, because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll give it to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. It'll be a draw. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first one.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Going up top on first down. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the pummeling has started. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Touchdown, Canes! And the route is on.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Miami, 62. Georgia Tech, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Barry. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Coming after him. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. This is why you recruit dudes, right? Quarterback distributes, get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and let him do his thing.
Dude makes quarterback look good. I mean, you get it to him in space, and watch. He'll break the tackles. He'll make those plays, but nice job getting the ball out fast to his playmaker and letting him do the rest.
Here comes the offense on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Georgia Tech, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Sawyer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now they'll run the draw. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
He's looking for an open man on second down. The throw. It's complete on the right side. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
We need this quarterback to put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. The Canes want to move quickly.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Canes are rolling down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot. Continues to chew up yards. Over 100, over 200, over 300. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day.
Touchdown, Hurricane! And the stomping has commenced. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. He looks that one in nicely.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Canes! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
On second down, looking again to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has his offense in business at the 27.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Just plowing ahead. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
Yeah, I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You've got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Canes are flying down the field. They're going to throw it again. Pulls it in. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They've got it at the 20 on 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football.
He's going to throw deep right side. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, considering how well they're running it right now, why don't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the route is on. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the returner will be knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
Well, nothing the DB could do on that. That was actually great coverage defensively, but that's just a better play by the receiver diving and making that catch.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. A 1st down for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Looking deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a win.